Good morning, guys. So I've been a little busy coming back from Jamaica and just trying to soak up as much time with my team and with my baby and my puppy. We miss them like crazy. So I haven't been able to go live in a couple days. So I wanted to go over a topic that I'm getting a lot of questions about. How do you know your thyroid's out of whack, and what you can do yourself in order to help it get back in check? Okay, now in my 90-day symptom relief group, we go into this stuff in detail, and I hold you accountable to it. But I wanted to give this information to some of you who aren't able to work with me, whether you're working with another coach or whatever, okay? So, when I see my husband just hopped on. Hey, Kirk. Hey, Shauna. So, the first thing that you need to do, okay, is really get in tune with your body, okay? We all know when something's off, okay? And whether or not a doctor's telling you it's all in your head or whatever, trust your instinct, okay? With me, I knew something was off, even though every time I had my thyroid checked, they were like, oh, your numbers are normal. And I've had a lot of people message me that say that. They're like, I know something's off, but my doctor tells me that I'm crazy. And that, it just irks me when that happens, okay? So take it into your own hands, okay? And one, either find another doctor, or two, tell your doctor it's not in your head, okay? And force him to do a full thyroid panel test, okay? Now, there's a ton of different things, and I'll take a picture and post it in the comments of this video once I get done with the video of what you want to ask them to do in a full thyroid panel. But some of the most basic things are to get your TSH tested, okay, your free T3 and your free T4, okay? In my case, they kept testing my TSH, which is the main one that they usually do, and I'd been on medication since I was 13, and this was like age 23 or 24, and I knew something was off, and my TSH kept coming back normal, but they were never checking my free T3 and my free T4, okay? And my T4 was like through the roof, and my T3 was like very low. And your T3 is what controls your metabolism, okay? So you have to make sure that you take it in control and say, no, you need to do this for me. And if they're fighting you on it, find another doctor, okay? There's so many doctors out there that are so amazing, okay? And they will help you as much as they possibly can. You just got to dig around a little bit. I had to, okay? So make sure that you get a thyroid panel so you know what your numbers are, okay? And you can know so much more information by just researching what a normal TSH, T3, T4 are, okay? Know those numbers for yourself, okay? So how do you know? Those numbers are crazy, okay? And if you're like, well, I can't get into my doctor until, I don't know, like March or April, because sometimes it's crazy. Do you have the inability to lose weight no matter what? Okay, so say that you have followed the Whole30 for 30 days and you gained weight, or you're following a CrossFit regimen and you're gaining weight, or you're just not changing at all, and you know that you've been eating healthy and you know that you've been working out and not having a ton of cheat meals, okay, and you're just sticking to it and you're not seeing any changes. That's a huge sign that something's off. Okay, and whether it's a thyroid issue or something else, you got to figure it out, okay? The other one is just feeling like either insomnia, okay, where you can't fall asleep because your mind is racing, and or fatigue, okay? So do you feel drained? Just not in the middle of the day, like when it's usually like the afternoon slumps, but like the whole entire day, even if you slept for 12 hours, okay, you wake up and you're still so tired. Okay, that's a huge sign that either your thyroid and or your adrenals are off, okay? And the last like common one, guys, and these are just common ones. There's still other things that you could have that I'm not listing, okay? These are just the common ones. Obviously brain fog, because you hear me talk about that all the time, where you're like, you can't focus, like you forget what you're saying. Sometimes my husband laughs at me because he thinks that I'm joking, but really, like in the middle of a conversation, I'll forget the most common words, okay? I might forget my daughter's name. No, I don't ever do that. But like just like bench or door or something like that, okay? That's a sign of something off. Okay, it's not just that you're crazy. And the last one is like dry skin, okay? Dry skin or rashes. And I've been talking to some of my clients in my 90-day symptom relief group about that the dry skin and the rashes are due to something off with your thyroid, okay? It's your body. Your body is constantly giving you guys clues, okay, that something's off. gotta listen. So what do? What are a couple things that you can do right now to get yourself into check? Well, you've heard me talk about cutting out gluten and dairy. I don't just say that to say that, okay? You can do that and start within just a couple weeks feeling so much better. Okay, for me and for the clients that I've seen in my group that have cut out gluten and dairy, within a week or two, okay? Some within a day or two. They're like, oh, I'm feeling so good, okay? Those are easy things that you can do. I know it's hard to give up the stuff that has gluten and dairy, but when you know it's focused on your health, you guys, it gets so much easier, okay? And I'm always here to help as much as I possibly can. So cutting those foods out. If you want to get real strict and you cut those out and you say, oh, I still feel kind of crummy, Meg, go autoimmune paleo. I'll be starting my free group, 7-day free group on a guide to autoimmune paleo eating the 13th. And so I'll be posting about that later today. Stay tuned. I'm going to be putting the links out so you can join the groups, okay? Oh, I'm like out of breath. You can take it to autoimmune paleo. And then the other things you can do, and people fight me on this, but I know what I'm talking about. If you're having these symptoms, you guys, especially the inability to lose weight, you got to slow down. You have to slow down. Just trust me on this. My clients sometimes think I'm cuckoo, but we took them through 3 weeks of just a very light yoga that progressed to get a little harder throughout the 3 weeks. And not only were their bodies craving it, but they were seeing awesome results. Because what was happening is when their bodies were slowing down, it was giving them a chance to cut down the inflammation in their body. And when you have thyroid issues, you have a lot of inflammation, okay? And exercise, if you're working out hard, not only is that pushing your thyroid harder, okay, which we don't want to do right now. We want to let it kind of chill out so it can do its thing and heal. And two, it causes more inflammation in your body. We don't want that, okay? So when you get a chance to just slow down, focus on your nutrition, focus on loving on yourself, you're going to be amazed at the results, okay? So slow down those workouts. I'm not crazy. And then the last thing that I suggest people do is cutting down the stress, okay? We have so much stress all around us. And guess what? Stress, as soon as you, and I'm a very, if you can tell, I'm like all the time. I can't slow down ever. And my daughter is the same way, poor thing. But I never know how to relax, but I've had to learn how to relax and start doing stress relieving techniques so that I don't cause that inflammation in my body, okay? Because when you're go all the time, yeah, you're super productive, but you're affecting your insides, and we don't want that, okay? So some of the stress relieving techniques that I suggest are meditation or prayer or just even sitting in silence, you guys. Just laughing, okay? Laughing, watching something that makes you laugh. I've talked about Ellen DeGeneres before. I think she's the funniest person in the world. So I'll just YouTube some of her stand-up comedy. And if I feel stressed out, I'll watch that. Or go around your kids or go around someone who really you enjoy being around, okay? Having some fun with friends, okay? And just laughing and having a good time and smiling. And, obviously I have a ton more, but I'm not going to suggest them right now. But those are some easy ones that you can add in right away, okay? And I get it. Some of you guys have crazy lives, okay? And 5 or 6 children or even one child who wants your time all the time. Okay, and what I have to do is when she's napping, okay, or if she's busy doing something else, I'm able to sit and just breathe, okay? If you have an Apple Watch, this is the last thing, and then I gotta hop off. Apple Watch, okay, they have those breathe apps, and it literally will alert you to stop and breathe for a minute. Okay, and I remember I have a mom who's very educated in all of this stuff. I remember her talking to me about meditation and these breathing techniques, and I was like, she's crazy. My mom also has Hashimoto's. And I was like, I can't do that. And then once I started doing it, you guys, the stress, how I handled things started to get better, okay? Instead of internalizing it and freaking out and causing more stress in my body, I was able to handle those external factors more. Okay, so you have control, you guys. And I know some of you guys commented below my post from last night about my next group that I'm gearing up for. I will be reaching out to you today. I finally got some free time. And Rebecca, I'm excited to help you because she's in my February 6th group. So she's going to be cutting down on those symptoms. And those are some of my favorite symptoms to work with. So I'm excited to work with that. Let's see. I'm going to see if there was any other comments. Hey, Shauna. Okay. Let's see. Holly, I started Monday and I can only talk. Oh, yay, Holly. That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. See, I sometimes know what I'm talking about. 3 kids and hypothyroidism, ready to get off the meds. Well, I'm always here if you need me. I'm always here. Okay. So I got to hop off. I got to reach out to my family. Reach out to my team because they had an awesome week, and reach out to my clients and stuff like that. If you guys have any questions, I'm always a message away, okay? Have a wonderful Thursday, and I'll talk to you later.